Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is IKE ENGELBAUM. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980. and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. Welcome, and hope your day is off to a running start, or if not, now with technology, I get a kick out of my cell phone. It actually monitors how many steps I take. And of all of the various forms of exercise, moving just by walking is probably one of the simplest way that you can enjoy life. The story goes about these
two guys, these people get together for breakfast all the time, and they want to talk about how you remember it. And one says, "No, we know we're gonna unfortunately pass away. What would you like to hear someone say as they walk by your coffin?" Well, one for a guy says, "I'd like someone to say, boy, he was the most intelligent guy I knew. Anytime I got stuck with anything, he always seemed to have the right answer." Second guy says, "I'd like to be remembered or have someone say that he was the most enthusiastic, energy guy that ever I knew. And in fact, anytime I was down and out, I'd call him and he'd perk me up." And the third guy says, "You know what I'd really like to hear someone say?" And they say, "What?" "I'd like to hear someone say, look, I think he's moving." So keep on moving. And talk about moving, there's not only moving, but there's also shakers. And I am so excited about having MARSHA Florence, who is a true mover and shaker. She has their own show, and I always have that tagline that asking for help is not a weakness, but a strength. Guess what? The ingenuity of MARSHA Florence said, "Hey, why don't I have a talk show titled Just Ask?" And guess what? I asked MARSHA to come on the show. Are you there, MARSHA?
Good morning, Ike.
Well, God bless
Thank
you
you.
for calling.
Thank you for having me.
And you certainly are a dynamo, and we're going to talk about that health and fun fair that you're planning for the fifth year, I might add, in a little while. But first of all, for those people who unfortunately do not know who you are, tell them who MARSHA Florence is.
Well, certainly. Well, thank you so much for that introduction. So, yes, my name is Marsha Florence. I'm the producer and host of the Just Ask Talk Show, an education and resource program on PBS Channel 56, several cable stations, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and our website. Our job, Ike, is to make sure that all residents in the state of Michigan are aware of all the resources that are available throughout the state of Michigan and beyond. So my purpose is to make sure that if you don't know, you can call and just ask, and we will locate the resource for you. Try to make sure that everything goes well. Do a follow up. There's no charge for what we do. So we try to make sure that you're just educated in what you need, and it could be the person themselves needing some resources, or a caregiver that's taking care of someone, and most definitely our disabled population. So I'm a retired social worker from the state of Michigan, and my experience and skill sets are in gerontology, the study of the elderly, as well as Social Security resources and durable medical equipment and information in reference to caring for a disabled individual. So I'm kind of well versed in all those things, and I just decided one day to come along with a program that will continue to provide that type of service or resources to the community.
Well, the wonderful thing is locally Channel 56 is available to almost anybody that's got a TV. And tell us, when can they hear your program?
We actually air every Wednesday morning on PBS Channel 56 at 5:30 a.m. And I know a lot of people say 5:30 a.m. every Wednesday, but we found out that there's a lot of people that's up with us. And even if you miss it, you can always just go to our website, justasktalkshow.org, and catch the show. And so we have so many different avenues, like I said, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Just Ask Talk Show, even if you miss a show. But we actually enjoy having people call our 800 number, our 24-hour number, and ask us questions. And if we don't know the answer right then and there, we will do the research and then call you back.
Wow. Wow. And what's that number? The 800 number.
1-800-323-5336. 1-800-323-5336.
Okay. And of course, I have my own toll-free number, which people are more than welcome to call, which is 888-489-8980. That's 888-489-8980. And, I'm sorry to tell people, but if they had used some of the numbers from our respective toll-free numbers, they may have been a winner of this $1 billion deal.
Okay.
Write those
wonderful
numbers down.
Well, ours, definitely we love for people to call in, and like I said, we don't have. Well, I always tell people we don't have curfews. So if a person watches the show at 5:30 in the morning, my phone normally rings around 6 a.m. and when I answer the 1-800 number, they are so shocked that somebody picked up the line, and then they find out it's me.
Well, yeah, well, listen, there's not that many left, but CVS used to have a whole bunch of pharmacies open 24 hours a day, and at one time they that's one of the bright sides of aging. You can remember stuff that people weren't aware of was around, but there used to be Kinko's, which was a 24-hour print shop.
You got a good memory. Things are slipping away, and then somebody said, "Do you remember that?" You're like, "Oh yeah."
Well, believe it or not, in my earlier days, I was working with a pharmaceutical company, so many times to reach a deadline, I ended up having to make photocopies of my calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to Kinko's to print the report. So I remember that people are up, and the truth of it is now, the wonderful thing is that if you can't identify that particular time, you can always catch it. So we've got so many great things going on today that started out with a good purpose, and because you get some bad apples, they've taken like social media to a negative area in many ways. But the good will survive. I strongly feel that we're sort of in an interim right now where we're sort of reacting to things that we never had before. And what I admire about your organization brought out, there's that old adage, it's food for one meal, but teach a man how to fish and he can eat forever. Truth is, even if you teach someone how to fish, there's not a guarantee that he's going to eat forever until you make sure he has access to a fishing pole, bait, and where the fish are. And what your organization and your mission is fantastic, because like you just brought out, if you don't have the answer, you'll call them back and tell them what your answer is. And I wondered, have you zeroed in on the target audience? How will you best describe your target audience?
Well, our target audience is the disabled, the elderly, their caregivers, and the general public. So at any time, when you become a caregiver, whether you're caring for a disabled adult or a disabled child, you're a caregiver. If you're the parent and you have a disabled child or adult, you're still a caregiver. If you are of age and you say, well, I'm still independent and taking care of myself, but you need some resources, or if you just in general want to know before it gets too far gone for your parents to be by themselves, you want to get some resources. So the general public is basically those who are just curious and want to know about resources and things before it gets too far gone for their loved ones. But actually, the caregivers are always, privy to find out, during the process what they would need to continue to help that loved one or that neighbor or something or other. And then you can use the materials or resources yourself later on when it's your turn.
Right, right. Well, that's too far afield, but in our prior generations, that was the mission since we had such a strong agricultural society at that time that you were encouraged to have a big family so you'd have help to take in the crops and grow the crops. So fast forward to 2025, we don't have to grow corn or anything, but if you are helped by your parents while you're growing up, for God's sake, you have a moral obligation to help them in their particular state. And one of the wonderful things I want to stress that people may not have picked up in your remarks is that you not only call people back if you don't have the answer they were looking for right at hand, but you at least guide them so that rather than just giving them, hey, call such and such a number, you actually follow it up so that they get what they want. And I just was curious as far as some of the topics you may have covered. Would you mind sharing some of those?
Of course not. We you know what? We recently did a show with Quest Research, Quest Institute Research. And what I'm saying about that is that they came to us about dementia and Alzheimer's program. So what Quest is doing is helping people find out early on through the gene pool if one of their family members or the person themselves may have the gene that may cause them to have dementia or Alzheimer's at a later date in life, and if it's a history of it. So it was a really impressive show because I was like, you never think about it, and they tell you it's free. You're not, liable for anything. They don't hold you accountable. If you change your mind, you can stop at any time, and that's what we need to find out, is that we do programs. We want to make sure a person doesn't have to be charged if necessary, or if they say, well, you know what, I changed my mind, they're not liable for things. And so that helps when you know that people are not held accountable if they change their mind midstream because they're uncomfortable with something. And that's a good thing.
Right.
But we also do shows with all the insurance companies. I mean, man, we talk about HAP, Humana, United Health. Everyone comes to us and tells us a story in reference to what it is when you turn 62, what you need to do before you turn 62, or when you turn 62, how to apply for Medicaid. Things like that people don't pay attention to, and make sure you don't get penalized. Our dear friend Jim Schuster, a retired elder care law attorney, he visits us quarterly to tell us about things that's going on legally. So we get a chance to find out, people call and ask questions because they want to do a trust fund, or they being neglected or abused, and they want to know who can they call, what agency, what department, So we try to cover all the aspects of what a person may need or the family member may need. And it just goes on and on, bridging communities who actually help people with housing concerns, or grandparents taking care of their grandchildren when parents are either incarcerated or substance abuse and the grandparents end up with the children. There's a lot of resources that you can receive besides just taking care of the children. When a grandparent receives custody of a child, first of all, that's the grandparent. They're just happy that the child is not, in any danger. But there's a lot of perks that go along with that when you receive the child. I mean, you can open up a trust fund, you can get the medical, you can get the food stamps, you can get assistance from the state in clothing and education. It's a lot of components, but people don't know that because they're just glad to have the grandchildren and they'll work it out. But there's programs within the state of Michigan that will support you if you are the caregiver of a child from an abuse or neglect situation.
Well, like your show is titled, you just ask, and the my toll-free number, as I mentioned, 888-489-8980. And if you want to really have some fun and also check out so many resources, on October 2nd, 10 a.m. to 2, you're doing your health and fun fair at 5405 Connor Avenue, right in the Samaritan Center Wellness Building in Detroit. So you're going to have music, food, games, giveaways, and prizes. And one of the prizes might be talking to me as well.
Okay.
I like to think that.
Okay, and that is true. That is true.
And,
you know what? And when we have our event, our event is more, it's a resource event, but it's real calm and playful. We want people to relax. We want people to enjoy the entertainment, the free food, and walk around and meet all the medical people. And we have young individuals from schools, colleges rather, to come and assist as volunteers with those who are visually impaired, hearing impaired, physically challenged. So when the person is, transported by bus or van or whatever, there are young folks waiting right there at the entrance to help you come in, go around with you from table to table, collect everything for your bag, and help you with the seat to have your nice lunch. We try to make sure you're comfortable. That day is a senior and disabled person caregiver's day.
Wow, that's October the 2nd, and anyone interested, toll-free number is 800-323-5336. Marsha, it's been a delight to have you on the air. I got to take a commercial break to help pay for the airtime. So don't go away, folks. We will be right back to wrap it all up. And thanks again, Marsha. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
Don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And one of the ways that you can stay strong is one of the biggest mistakes seniors make, because unfortunately we lose a lot of our close friends the longer we live. And instead of mourning the loss, life, why not make connections with new friends? That's how popular it has become at the Caustic Senior Center, which is at 11 Mile and Middle Belt. It's a phenomenal senior center. There's all kinds of great ones. This one happens to be one of those great ones. If you live in the Farmington Hills or Oakland in the area, you're more than welcome to come by, especially the second Wednesday of each month from 11 to 12. We have what we call our New Friends Group, where you share ideas and thoughts about what you have actually enjoyed through life and what you've learned. Because the truth is, there are so many wonderful experiences that you may have had that other people would benefit in knowing about. So by all means, don't become a recluse. Believe it or not, loneliness has now been found as detrimental to your health as some of the things you hear about, like smoking and alcoholism. I'm not suggesting either one of them, but no one ever thinks that, hey, if I don't get out and connect with people, whatever faculties and joy I have, I lose out on so many great opportunities. So please give me a call anytime at 888 group. Also, one of my new sponsors is Music Men's Minds. This was started by Dr. Carol Rosenstein, a psychologist whose husband has Alzheimer's. Drums and percussion music to try to make a connection. Guess what? He is now back to almost normal. Music is powerful, and we have some drum circles that we've started in different churches and community centers. If you would like to start a drum circle or get more information on how music can help connect with people who have early signs of dementia or even dementia, please call 888-489-8980. And as a friendly reminder, October 2nd, there's going to be that Health and Fun Fair on Connor, 5405 Connor Avenue in Detroit, being put on by MARSHA Florence from the Just Ask talk show. There's help available. All you got to do is call. And the number to call is 888-489-8980. I have some other stuff that we can discuss at our next visit. Right now, I like to wrap up with my favorite parting thought, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. So please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is IKE ENGELBAUM, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other and achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, entrepreneursnetworkofmichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
Now, I hope your day is off to a running and wonderful day and life. I also would like to share with you that in our Jewish tradition, this is a brink of a new year for us. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating Rosh Hashanah, which in Hebraic interpretation is that Rosh represents head and Hashanah is the year. It's the start of a new year. So you can start a new year and with the Jewish tradition, and then you got another chance comes January 1. I am so excited about having the CEO of our Entrepreneurs Network that I am so happy has been going on now for over half a century. Lou Goutman is best described not only as the CEO of the Entrepreneurs Network, former president of the Optimist Club and also the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield. He actually is the founder of some of these great organizations, and the only reason organizations become great is because you got great people making it happen. And I am so delighted that I can call Lou Goutman the CEO and a great friend. And Lou has got that rare quality where he listens more than he talks, which I wish I had more of. And his day job, so to speak, is being the founder and president of Advertising Alternatives. And that just shows you his creativity. Because with all the social media stuff and YouTube and Facebook and you name it, Lou Goutman still has alternative ways that if you are trying to build your business, he has got ideas on how you can be successful by way of various advertising techniques. Hello, Lou Goutman. How are you?
Good morning, Ike. I am well, thank you, and I hope you are too.
All right. And you actually add a spark to every meeting that I try to enjoy with you. And first of all, the first thing that I always like to do, like we do at our network meetings, is have that 60-second elevator pitch. So Lou Goutman, since you are the ultimate entrepreneur, what is your 60-second elevator pitch? Go for it.
Well, as Ike mentioned, my name is Lou Goutman. I am the owner and founder and president of Advertising Alternatives. We are a promotional marketing and printing company located in Michigan, and we help businesses and organizations and even special events get the word out to their customers, their clients, their prospects, and make sure that they remember them or the event.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, I was curious as to what is the procedure and thinking. I mentioned that you have the gift of listening more than asking, but you ask the right questions. What do you ask a client before you suggest how they can approach their target market the best way? What sort of concerns do you try to check with them on?
Well, I think the first thing, the first thing I want to know is what their objective is. What kind of an event is it? What type of business or organization is it? And what they're trying to accomplish, or who they are trying to attract or target, if you will. And by doing so, then it gives me a better idea of maybe some the ideas that I can help them with.
Mm-hmm. Can you share some strategies that you found successful for businesses that want to promote their own business?
Well, again, I've worked with various industries. I've worked with children's hospitals. I've worked with dental practices. I've worked with real estate agents. And of course, everybody's objective is just a little bit different. And again, the question is, who are they looking to attract? Are they looking to attract new customers? In some cases, the organization or the company is looking to reward its own employees. It could be a holiday gift. During COVID, a lot of employees who were working remotely, the companies wanted them to remember that they appreciated the employees who were still working and working remotely, and they would send them little gifts of perhaps some mugs or a blanket or some hot cocoa along with a cup with the logo on it. And so again, every individual client or prospect is just a little bit different, and each event is just a little bit different. So we try to find out exactly what their objective is. I think that there are lots of places that they can buy a logoed ballpoint pen or a coffee mug, but you have to know your target, and you have to know what they're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Well, you hit on something really, really important that so many companies, no matter how big or small they are, is that they are so busy many times in trying to get new accounts that they forget their and not give them some sort of a reward. My wife works for a pretty large accounting firm. They've got about half a dozen offices, and the owners are really creative and make sure that almost every month there's some sort of a fun event for their employees. These are the people that are your front line, so to speak.
Right. And if I had them as a client or a prospect, I would say, okay, you're doing a fun event. Are you giving away a little memorable item that would coincide with that event, so that not only can the employees enjoy the event, but maybe have a little memorable item that they didn't forget that the employer spent some money and hosted whether it was a dinner, a picnic, a night at the theater, depending on the event. But a logoed item with the accounting firm's name, for example, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an expensive item.
Right. Well, you and I have talked about this over the years, and one of the things that hangs out in my talks as far as how to build a solid organization is just what you mentioned, is having a type of gifts, if you give to your employees, something that's practical, that they can share and say, hey, I got this particular reacher, and I'm hung up on reachers because the older you get, as you well know, getting the jar from the top shelf is not as easy as it used to be. And a simple reacher with your logo on it, or a opener that's clever. One of the neat ones that I've had a lot of fun with is it's an opener that you can use it as a jar opener, or one of these pop openers where you got to flip the top up, and it's practical, and you use it every day. And that's the key to advertising, so that people remember you. And something else that you've done that I know you're not looking necessarily for actually being the event planner, but having fun events or giving out tickets to fun stuff many times is much more effective in connecting with your clients than just giving them a box of chocolates, because that's like a one-night stand. But if you give them, let's say, unfortunately, our Lions didn't do that well recently, but there's hope. And if they're a football fan, and hopefully they win, then it lasts forever. Isn't that true?
Well, again, a lot of companies will host for their employees or their special clients a night or an afternoon at a sports event, and that's not unusual. And unfortunately, the Lions didn't do well yesterday, but that was the first of 17 games. So there's 16 more to go.
It's just the beginning.
but they could also give a little rally towel with the company logo on it at the event, or something of that nature that the employees or the clients would remember, and we can, we love to brainstorm. I think that there are so many different items out there. I don't want to talk about the items that we can logo because there are millions of them. And I do a lot of direct importing. That's changed a little bit since the new tariff laws have come into effect, and it has made it a little more complicated in terms of pricing. But we do some direct importing of some of the items, particularly if they're larger quantities, and we have ample time to get them from overseas, because that way we can save our clients some additional money. Not that we don't save them money anyway, because we do, but this way we could, depending on the size of the order, the savings could be even a little bit greater. But the important thing is the important thing is for me to know is what the client has in mind. It doesn't matter what I have in mind. I go in there open-minded, and we want to decide how to get the word out. For example, one of the other things that we also do is we do direct mail of postcards or letters or even promotional items. And I don't know about you, but my mailbox used to be full of stuff. Now these days, I hardly get any mail. And when you see a commercial on TV or hear a commercial on the radio, it's very short-lived. That's why the law firms, for example, will advertise every few minutes and repeat the commercials over and over and over again. And it's not only the law firms, it could be the automobile manufacturers, it could be the soft drink companies. It's the same thing, the furniture companies, of course. They advertise over and over and over again, and that requires big bucks. Why not mail something that they can hold on to, and the name is always there? So a good example of that might be for a medical practice or a contractor of some sort, plumber, electrician, general contractor, roofing company, a magnet that someone can stick on their refrigerator, and the name is always there. And again, very, very budget-friendly items to get their word out to their clients and their prospects, or their patients if it's medical practice.
Well, you brought out a very interesting thing that reminds me of one of the remarks the philanthropist and one of the wealthiest guy in the world, Buffett, said that when he was being groomed, or at least asked as to how he decided on investments, and he said, he invests in areas where he either can eat, drink, or smoke it. I'm not suggesting marijuana, but the other remark he made, which was really terrific, always go to where your competition is running away from. And you hit it right on. How many people have now gotten so excited with the millions of people you can reach with social media and all? But your mailbox, if you get a postcard that's put together in an interesting way, and maybe even on the back of it have this, if you're into sports, have the schedule of the Lions games or the Tigers games, or if you're into music, the various music performances that our symphonies put on. You won't throw the card away because it's got dates that you may want to attend, and you're not going to just throw it away. And even in the process of throwing it away, you see it, and it's personalized with your name on it, rather than like you just brought out so well, Lou, that you're bombarded with the same commercial of the furniture deal that you get irritated. And it can flip-flop. So Bert and Lou, if someone wants to get a hold of you, what number would you like to give out?
Well, if anybody would like to get a hold of me, and there's no pressure or obligation, in fact, we have some special offers for some of your listeners, for your listeners who do call me. They can call me toll free at 888-270 and the word promo, PROMO, which translates to 888-270-7766.
66 7760 888-270 I'm sorry, 888-270 270-7766. Wasn't there a 66 TV show or something, or Route 66? Or maybe I got the wrong number.
Again, it's you no, not 66. Okay, but anyway.
Anyway, there was a number.
Right.
I appreciate
or
the
they
time.
They can always call you, Ike, at your toll-free number. Of course.
Well, I appreciate that. And 888-489-8980 is my number. So if you're thinking of doing what your competition is not doing and come out ahead, give Lou Goutman a call with Advertising Alternatives. Lou, it's been a delight to talk to you soon. We'll see each other in person, right?
Thank you. I hope so. I look forward to it.
All right. God bless. Right now, we'll take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And I'd like to remind you that of our meeting that we try to have the Thursday of each month. Our next meeting is going to be at Scrambler's Restaurant on the 25th of this month, and we welcome you to show up at 8:30 to 9:45, so that way you actually can still get your day going, and at the same time, we have a door prize drawing that you can get on the air with your mission and a purpose in doing business on our show. It's $250 value. Actually, we also broadcast this show on our sister station, WPON 1460 AM. So you'll be on two of the shows. We put it on YouTube, on the internet, and the key to success in terms of the entrepreneurship is networking. It does not spell N-O-T working, it's N-E-T working. You know, I can't help but be associated with that, or at least think about that saying of if you give a man a fish and he has food for one meal, teach a man how to fish and he will eat forever. I got news for you. If you teach some people how to fish and do not provide them with a fishing pole or how they can get one or how they can get bait or where the fish are, they still are not going to be able to eat forever. We are not in the fishing business, but we are in the entrepreneurial world. And the key is when you surround yourself with positive-minded people like we have. We've been doing this now for over 50 years. We have over 20,000 contacts. So in other words, in whatever field you're considering, we can help you in getting to that particular individual. The sad part is many entrepreneurs, because they may have a particular talent, feel that that talent is universal in all areas of their business life. I got bad news for you. I'm included in that group as well. I'm not excluding myself. I feel I know my limitations, and as a result, I purposely love these network opportunities where I can speak to people who have the talents that I do not have. And guess what? At the risk of sounding braggiose, I learned that word yesterday, trying to use it in a sentence, is that if I don't have the answer, because of the contacts I've made in networking, I know who does. And if you're a budding entrepreneur or you're looking for a side hustle, if you will become an ambassador for the Entrepreneurs Network, there's no financial commitment from your end, but sweat equity. You have to make a commitment that you follow our guidelines. As an ambassador for the Entrepreneurs Network, you can work part or full-time, keep your current job, and make money while you sleep. Is that a deal or what? All you got to do is call 888-489-8980. And I belong to the Rotary Club and the Optimist Club and the Lakes Chamber. They've got meetings all over this country. So if you're interested in being a guest of mine, please give me a call at 888-489-8980, and it's free. All you got to do is make the call. I got other stuff that I'd like to talk to you about, but no time today. Right now, I do have time to leave you with my favorite thought, that if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.